everybody. I am Dustin Starr, and this is Grind City Wrestling. Be sure to take the subscribe button to Slap City wherever you're watching or wherever you're listening. Also, be sure to give us a follow at Grind City Media. We've got a lot to catch up with today. We've got Scuttlebutt from last week, the best wrestling that we watched all week, plus news and notes to get us all caught up. But ladies and gentlemen, it is bell time. Introducing my co-host, my tag team partner, the one and only, the reporter, Devin Walker, baby!
Yeah, you said the word scuttlebutt way too excitingly, so I don't know how I'm feeling right now. But that's fine. You in that shiny jacket, I see you over there, 5-star.
Oh, yeah.
Last week's pod got a lot of conversation started. I did not read the comments because some people try to come after me in the comments because they were like, oh, are you a softie?
That's the scuttlebutt. Yeah, we're S-A-W-F-T, soft.
Oh.
Also,
the remix.
I'm a bad dad because
you're a terrible dad.
I allegedly let my 3-year-old watch AEW, like the plastic bag and the needle. That's not what I said on the podcast.
But that's fine though. That's the thing. We're here to start conversation. That's what we're here for.
I said I can't allow him to watch it because of stuff like that. Not that he does.
That's what we're here for. We're here to start conversation. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hopefully this week we'll stir up some more conversation for y'all to tap in and
you know what? Us. I think Devin, the reporter, needs to show up early at the Wrestle Center.
You want me to do it? You want to pull up and do one of my videos at the Wrestle Center?
You should.
Actually, I think
ask
I'll have fun
a very
with that.
controversial question, though.
I think I won't even for wrestling fans. It wouldn't even have to be controversial, and they would yell at me.
They would be controversial in themselves.
Who you gonna bring a camera? You got a camera guy? I'm being dead ass. I will do it.
Do I have a camera guy
that will walk around with me?
Yes.
Say less.
Absolutely.
I'll do this. I'll do it.
What's the topic?
Let's talk about that. Off record.
Has AEW gone too far?
No, it probably off the top. It'd probably be like walking around asking your fans like, well, if they had a finishing move, what would the name be?
Oh, I'm sure it'd be really good.
You know what I'm
we
saying?
have some diehard
stuff
fans
like that. You know,
yeah,
like little engaging questions,
especially
like that.
Buddy Jones and those 30 people that are wild
shout out
and
to
crazy.
Buddy and them, bro.
By the way, Ghost River has been inside the Wrestle Center for 2 events in a row, so you know it's getting a little wild in there.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Wrestle. Shout out to that whole group, man. Like. Anytime you watch Dustin's show, you can hear them dudes through the screen no matter what. So shout out to them. They get turned up.
Sunday, we had Jay Lethal in the house. Also, Jonathan Gresham. Yeah, Black Machismo was there. We had we had the Macho Man trunks for sale.
Uh-huh.
We had Ring of Honor tag team titles, Ring of Honor world titles. I have an action figure signed by Jay Lethal now.
I should let you borrow my Black Machismo shirt. I have one, TNA.
I would have worn it.
10th anniversary, Black Machismo shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I'll wear it next week.
Jonathan Gresham is actually conducting class right now as we're recording this podcast.
Shout out to him, man.
At the Wrestle Center.
Shout out to him. Let's get into what's going on this week because I know there's a lot to talk about.
Well, do you want to respond to any of the comments? Do you want to look at them?
No.
Okay.
You want to read them?
I mean, we can.
You can read them. That's fine. I wish we could have sent this downstairs because they can like pop them up on the screen, but whatever.
I mean, there's a little bit of everything here. People are agreeing with us. They're disagreeing with us. One of the common trends was that back in the day, in the Attitude Era, they hung the Big Boss Man.
They did hang the Big Boss Man back in the day.
So they hung him.
And that's what I was watching as a kid.
Yeah, we were watching that too. So there's a lot of those. Didn't Terry Funk do the same thing to Ric Flair, talking about the plastic bag over the head? We're talking about like the 70s or 80s now.
Yeah.
That's what they're comparing this to.
Yeah, this is a little bit different time.
Lack of direction, poor storytelling, a lot of that going on here.
I'm very glad that y'all took the time out of y'all's day to really comment on what we had to say last week. So
they went nuts, and then also if you didn't give them what they wanted, their attention, then they started the attack. Here's one where they're calling our fans ring rats.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever.
This is very interesting.
Yeah, I don't care.
All right,
appreciate y'all tapping in, though, man. I hope y'all tapping in this week.
Absolutely. All right, coming up this week, we've got news and notes from AEW and WWE, especially the premiere of SmackDown on the USA Network. We're going to hit you with some news stories, discuss as many as we want to, Devin. But first, we got to talk about the best wrestling that we watched all week. You're up.
Because I take this podcast very seriously. When I watch wrestling shows now, 5-star, I take notes. Right?
Really?
I take notes. I open my notes app on my phone when I'm watching a wrestling show. My girlfriend might be next to me, and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm taking notes."
Nerd.
I'm taking notes because I want to make sure I remember these moments, right?
Absolutely. There's so many of them that happen.
So many little small things that happen. I could easily go into the subtle Roman Reigns looking to the left as he walks to the ring, looking for his. Looking for Paul Heyman, right?
Yeah.
The subtleties of those moments, right?
I can't believe we didn't get him yet.
I think it's coming.
It's
coming
it's
very
definitely
soon.
coming.
I can easily go there, right? I can easily go with Roman Reigns shutting the door, looking like a badass.
Yes.
1 versus 4. I can easily go there. I can easily go with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes shaking hands to fight the bloodline. I can easily go there.
I might go there.
But you know where I'm going 5-star? This is for my best wrestling of the week. I'm going to go with the meat on meat, the beef on beef.
Meat.
Two of the biggest dudes in the wrestling industry right now. Have you ever seen a 5-star match in 60 seconds?
Man.
I think Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman put on a 5-star match in 60 seconds. I've never seen it happen before. When I saw that match on the card, I'm like, okay, we got a big man on big man. How are they gonna do this off the rip? Bronson Reed charges Braun. Rips the turnbuckle off. Oh no! My girlfriend said, "What's going on? Why is there missing the rope?" I said, "Just wait on it. Just wait on it." The match keeps going. Bronson Reed chunks the fan at Braun. I'm like, where the hell did that dude come from?
I got a tweet saying it's a good thing they're not in Memphis, or else that would have been one of the Memphis wrestling guys getting hurled.
Exactly. He chunks the dude at him.
Never seen that before, ever.
Never. I was like, yo, this is what makes wrestling wrestling. It's the wild, like, oh shit. He chunks the dude at him, right? Oh, it was only getting started. Chunks him at him. All right, Bronson Reed set up. Braun's charging full speed. Oh, tackle to the wall. They're all laying on the ground. Yeah. Are they done? No, they're not finished yet.
But
5-star. But wait,
there's
Bronson
more.
Reed's, he's allegedly hurt. He's limping off. I'm hurt. He runs. He goes to the back. Braun comes back. I'm like, oh, yo, this is electric.
Awesome stuff.
Everything from that match, I'd narrate the whole thing, but probably one of the best 60 seconds I've seen on WWE Raw in a very long time.
It kind of reminded me of Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns when they had their feud back in the day, tipping over cars and all sorts of stuff, except for this one feels a whole lot less forced. Like Bronson Reed literally was struggling. They didn't know what to do with him. I'm not saying he couldn't get over, because obviously he can.
He was showing up and disappearing and showing up and disappearing.
Yeah.
He kept
and all he had to do was give a tsunami to Seth Rollins 6 times, and then it's like, whoa, we've got something here.
I think it's the over-the-topness of wrestling that makes it like this, like, you know.
And then Braun is just such a big guy. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! And both of these guys together, and they do not have to do headlocks and tackle,
just throw shit over,
overs.
like just knock stuff over, throw over, pick up the golf cart and flip that over.
Yeah.
Stand by a wall and run through a wall. Like those are like this stuff falls down and make it look.
And these are great stories that have nothing to do with championship belts.
No,
they're not chasing a championship belt. This is just 2 meaty men slapping meat. Did
you really just say that? Slapping meat is insane. That's crazy.
That's what they do.
I'm gonna let you have that one, but it was great because, like I said, you mentioned the part where it's not a storyline, there's not a belt involved, there's not like super technical wrestling involved, like whereas like the Will Ospreays or like the AJ Styles, like super
right.
Bro, this is just dudes just going at it, real, just brawling. And like I said, I wrote it down in my notes. I said, bro, this is probably the best 60-second match I've ever seen in my life. And the thing is, my other notes I have, we got to talk about because I think this may be the clip of the week. What the other conversation we need to have, 5-star.
Oh, we'll definitely have it.
I'm going to pose the question to you. Should I ask you now?
Let me give the best wrestling that I watched all week. You went to Raw. I'm actually shocked that you went to Raw because I was watching.
I wanted to go Roman until I saw the meat on meat match last night.
Easily, hands down for me. And I did love that. I'm not saying I didn't love that, but I'm saying easily to me, it's the premiere of SmackDown on USA Network. I love the new SmackDown logo. I love the new theme song, which, by the way, they're not renewing their contract with the person that's creating the theme songs.
We might have to talk about that, too, because the wrestling fans were not happy about Meg Thee Stallion being the theme song.
But
what is this? Wrestling is rock music. Man, shut up.
But allegedly, they're going to use mainstream artists for all the ring entrances now, but that's a whole different topic that we probably should talk to with somebody that knows a little bit more about music. Hint, hint, wink, wink, coming soon. New logo, new SmackDown. Tribal Chief makes his return, kicks a whole lot of ass,
yes,
and that's not it. He comes back in the end. And just when you think that Cody is not wanting to tag with the Tribal Chief, like, why would he? That's insane. Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes tag teaming? But guess what happened? They're gonna do it. They signed the contract.
Can we talk about this right now? Can we talk about the elephant in the room before we get to the other elephant in the room?
Go ahead.
The Cody Rhodes title reign is so ass.
No.
That you need Roman Reigns to be next to him.
No. I think
I think it is 5-star.
Cody is
Rhodes
such a big baby face right now.
Yeah, that's fine. But
him tag teaming with Roman Reigns helps Roman Reigns be a baby face.
It does, but at the same time, it's like, yo, Cody, we ain't got nothing right now. We have nothing. Like, and the Cody Rhodes title reign has not been what we thought it was going to be.
You've got it's exactly what I thought it'd be. You got Cody and Roman versus Solo and Jacob Fatu. I feel like that tag match is very easily predictable. You're never going to beat Jacob Fatu in this match. I think you beat Solo in this match.
And I love how they're like slowly like doing the slow like the visuals, right? Where Jacob Fatu wants to get back in the cage of Roman. And then Solo's like, no.
He conveniently, when he was at the top of that cage, when Roman was in there,
he got out.
He conveniently climbed out on the other side of the cage.
I said, where the hell is...
I said, there's no way they're going to give us this right now.
I was like, where is he? Oh, that's where he is. Okay.
No way they give it to us right now.
But I asked y'all this question. What do y'all think about the Cody Rhodes title run? Because he finished the story, right? He finished the story at Mania.
That's a very good question.
You know what I'm saying? So are y'all loving the Cody Rhodes title reign or not? Let us know in the comments.
I love it. I think it's working. I think Cody Rhodes is a huge baby face. I think the fans have not turned on him. They're not even close to turning on him. I think they want to see more and more. Cody came out, shook hands with Roman Reigns after they beat some dudes up, and now we got a tag team match, playa.
I can do it. I can do it. Bad Blood. Shout out to Bad Blood. Not gonna get bad blood. I can't sing that. Never mind.
CM Punk's promo too.
I don't want to get
top notch.
Okay. Do you want to talk about that?
We talk about whatever you want.
Okay.
But the best wrestling that I watched all week was easily SmackDown on USA.
CM Punk's promo, right? He thought the crowd was gonna be more into it than what they were, because he was like, he would say something and like kind of like give a pause, and the crowd didn't. And the crowd didn't pop.
Yeah.
So he kept talking. I'm like, okay, can we get this going?
Very hard to do, by the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it kind of throws you off, right? You would think like when I say this, I expect the crowd to give me a little like, yeah. Like it was one. I forgot what line it was. He said it, and there was like a 15-second pause in between. And I was like, did he want the crowd to say something?
Big Hell in a Cell coming up at Bad Blood.
Said, you've unlocked the devil. This is. I'm like. You know
my wife told me
CM Punk, bro.
Why I shouldn't. My friends told me why I shouldn't, but I'm going to tell you why I should. That's coming up on October the 5th. That's a Saturday. WWE Bad Blood. You can watch it absolutely free with us at Dave & Buster's in Memphis. Plus, we'll hook you up with a free power card. And then the very next day, we've got the Halloween Spooktacular at the Wrestle Center.
Turn up.
Danhausen is going to be in the house.
We love Danhausen.
You do love Danhausen?
Can you get him on the show?
Oh, I might put a little spell on you.
Oh, no. Here he goes. First the meat thing, now this.
Who should we book along with Danhausen?
Gangrel.
Gangrel?
No, I've already talked to him. I'm scared of that guy.
You know who I was thinking?
Let me think about it. Who?
Papa Shango.
Oh, gosh.
Could you imagine Papa Shango in the same ring at the same time
at your show?
As Danhausen? Yeah.
That's like two eras too, right? That's two different eras of wrestling, right?
But remember, Papa Shango put the spell on the Ultimate Warrior, and he was spitting out black blood everywhere.
We all know who you're not going to book.
I wish I could,
Shout out to the Boogeyman.
Yeah, I can't book you, Boogeyman. Sorry,
Shout
brother.
Shout out to the Boogeyman.
I hope it was worth it.
One day on this podcast, you're going to tell that story. Actually, you should tell that story today.
Well, it's coming up on Halloween. Maybe that's a Halloween story.
Y'all, we got a good Boogeyman
We might get taken off the air.
By who? The Boogeyman? He ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah, he's gonna get some heat
from the Boogeyman.
Yeah, definitely from the Boogeyman.
Nobody's scared of you, Boogeyman.
All right,
Dustin, you want to tell a story?
We can tell it at Halloween. So that's a teaser. Before Halloween, we'll tell a Boogeyman story. I hate telling it because it's so disappointing.
My guy he's ski mask. He might have ski mask Dustin. So we'll leave it there.
He should have had a ski mask. I've never argued with a grown ass man wearing makeup and like dressed as the Boogeyman.
Like eating worms and
There's a whole story. All right, so I'm going to make a note. Boogeyman stories coming up.
We need the Boogeyman story in the podcast.
Because I even have Boogeyman worm stories.
I don't care about those. The other one's the better one.
Bro.
I've heard the other story is better than
we had, yeah, definitely. We had fans begging to eat worms. They ate worms on camera.
Okay, I'm not.
For free.
No comment.
And did this. They loved it.
No comment.
All right, shifting gears.
No comment.
News and notes. Quick update. Raw, Joe Tess. How's he doing?
Fantastic, bro. I think last night was also, he had a big spot last night, and I'm glad you brought the Joe Tess thing up because it's a perfect segue to the thing I really wanted to ask you about before I ask you about the other thing. Joe Tess being so mad at the referee for not doing his job was so hilarious.
I love it.
And can we talk about how, if we were to power rank them, the wrestling, right? The weird things in wrestling. Why are wrestling refs so stupid?
Because it's a work.
Like wrestling,
I'm with you.
Wrestling refs legitimately make people mad, bro. Like he's outside the ring arguing with who?
But they're
why Xavier Woods is getting the pin.
It's not by design. I know what you're saying. The big dive to the floor. Referee leaves the ring.
He's like.
Xavier Woods has the match won inside the ring, and the referee's got his back turned and all that kind of stuff.
Why are you outside the ring?
That is not by design. So I will tell you, in developmental, they teach them not to be dumb. So what happens is, I swear to God, like Jim Ross, like scolded us about if a heel is cheating or punching and you admonish them, you have to do the same to the babyface. Yeah. Because especially Southern style wrestling, you know, the babyface will get away with making a punch, but then the heel is like, you shouldn't. Hey, open that fist up or whatever. So they are taught to be smart. But what happens is when they go up, they want to do a spot. The wrestlers want to do a spot, and it's like, hey, we'll just turn the refs back and do it. Yeah. And it makes them look dumb. It's called burying the ref.
There we go.
If you want to bury the ref,
there we go. Let's go.
Let's bury.
Let's do this.
Did you see on AEW? And now we're going off into right field here.
Burying the refs, baby. We got the title for the podcast this week.
Bryce Remsburg.
Okay, you even got a name.
Did you see this clip?
What did he do?
There was a cover. 1, 2, and he literally helps the guy kick out.
I did see this.
Mark Henry commented on this. Apparently, him and Bryce, they both worked for AEW, whatever. They're friends. Bryce, Mark Henry commented, if I say anything, I'm just going to be called a hater. And then Bryce had this this response that like, hey, man, I always helped you out with your travel and all this stuff. Like, why are you talking?
Why are you burying me right now?
Literally, guys, if you have not seen this, 1, 2, and then the referee literally shoves the guy's leg to help Jack Perry kick out.
No. So, yeah, we're burying refs this week.
The worst.
AEW and WWE
Can
refs,
I drop an S-bomb?
Yeah, just say whatever you want to say.
The worst shit I've ever seen in my entire life from a referee.
Really?
Sorry, Bryce. It was terrible. You literally helped the guy kick out. Devin, if you haven't seen it.
We've seen two of the worst things, like you being mad at that AEW ref and me being mad at the ref on Raw. Bro,
but at least the ref on Raw just didn't see anything.
No, he was like out there like,
look, can I do this?
Why are you talking to Kofi Kingston?
He goes like
Get your ass in the ring and do your job.
He goes like
and count the 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, and then pushes the guy's leg. Pushes the guy's leg to help him kick out.
Man, that's tough.
Worst I've ever seen.
Me and Dustin are mad at refs this week, y'all. We're mad. He's mad at the AEW ref. I'm mad at WWE ref.
Damn zebras.
Damn zebras, man.
But Joe Tessitore is doing great.
But he's doing great. But I'm glad you said it because it triggered that. But yeah, Joe Tess doing great. Yeah, they're doing a great job. But referees, do your job. Stop being so idiotic. When a heel's cheating or when you hear the crowd saying, you should get your butt in the ring and count 1, 2, 3. My next question. 5-star, and my people downstairs, I want to ask y'all the same question. Are we getting to the end of the New Day?
Ooh.
So in the same situation, we have them, they lose the tag team title match, right? They go backstage. Kofi is, doing his thing. Xavier Woods is back there yelling at the LWO. And Kofi's like, bro, I told them to help us. And he's like, what? You mean you talking to everybody else about what we're gonna do in our match except me? I'm like, oh,
great stuff.
Oh, here we go.
Great stuff. Not every tag team has to split and come to blows and fight and do the surprise turn or anything. These guys are friends for over 10 years now, probably longer than that in real life. But
and then the big one was when he brought up Big E.
We don't have E anymore.
We don't have E anymore. And I was like,
I love it.
Go. And that's storytelling, right?
I hate to break it to you though, but like at the beginning of this thing, Xavier Woods was wearing black.
Yeah, he was going to turn.
Kofi was not wearing black.
Yeah, if the IC Jones thing didn't happen the way it happened, this turn would have happened a couple weeks ago.
I don't know that we're going to get it.
I think we're going to get it.
We're on our way there, but I think something might happen. But Kofi or Xavier Woods wearing all black immediately. It's just like if you ever see a babyface wrestler start to grow out a scruffy beard, they're turning heel. So I think they're telegraphing us this way too much. And I hope it doesn't happen because I know we've talked about on this podcast before what a shame it would be after so long being the greatest trio in the history of professional wrestling, arguably, and then also possibly one of the greatest tag teams
ever.
And now they're gonna split for what? It's the tail end.
But hey, look, they can find a reason. You know, it's funny. I've never been like a big New Day fan. Like even when they were doing like the pancake stuff, like the dancing around, like I've never like I don't know. I could never.
That's
really,
not your flavor of ice cream.
It's not my flavor. You know how you know. What
but there are people that love that flavor of ice cream.
Exactly, kids,
hokey, fun, cartoony.
So, but I don't know why right now I'm so invested because they hate each other.
All right, big shout out.
Is that saying much about me?
I love the New Day.
Am I a hater?
New Day.
So yeah, I want to know too. Leave in the comments. Is it time for the new? Are y'all excited about the New Day breakup?
I am not excited about it. I don't want to see it. But I got to give a big shout out to Ricky from Seattle.
Who is Ricky from Seattle?
Did you not see this? Kevin Owens comes out with a tag team partner. It's Ricky from Seattle. And then Randy Orton ends up showing up and big stunner to Ricky from Seattle. I can't believe you haven't seen this. He's all over the internet.
I did
it's
see
Ricky
that.
Gibson from Midnight Heat. He was on the United Wrestling Network. I've been in the ring with him. He trains folks out in Oregon. The dude is really good.
Okay. Before we get, who is the biggest star you've been in the ring with?
Jerry the King Lawler is one of the biggest wrestling stars in the history.
Okay, not Jerry the King Lawler because he's from Memphis. Everybody's been in the ring with
Shawn
him.
Michaels. I took Sweet Chin Music on Monday Night Raw.
You took Sweet Chin Music from Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, can we dig that up somewhere?
You want to tell a story?
Did.
What happened? Like how did?
It was a security spot. We were with the Spirit Squad, if you can remember that.
You were with the Spirit Squad?
I wasn't with the Spirit Squad. I was a security guard with the Spirit Squad.
Hold on. Okay,
it ended up breaking down, and you had Triple H and Shawn Michaels beating everybody up. I don't think, actually, it wasn't Triple H. It was John Cena and Shawn Michaels beating everybody up. Yeah, put this in your Google machine, and I'll find the clip between now and next week. But yeah, I was not supposed to take Sweet Chin Music, but I was there, and I was ready, and he warmed up the band on me.
And you took it?
Took it right on Monday Night Raw.
Was it on a Raw?
It was on Monday Night Raw. I've been in the ring with Vince McMahon, by the way.
Was it in a handicap match?
No, I think it was it might have been a match that broke down and then security.
We got to find this clip.
I will find that for you.
Find the clip. I need y'all to put this clip with Dustin getting a piece of Sweet Chin Music. I need to see this. I need to see this video. Please.
It's great.
I love it.
I haven't even thought about that in a long time, but yeah, that definitely happened. All right, so the next note that I have, other than Ricky from Seattle, big shout out to him. Rikishi strikes again.
Oh man,
Rikishi, please. Just stop. Do us all a favor. We love Jacob Fatu.
We do.
None of us even heard the rumor that Jacob Fatu had it out, some sort of backstage altercation with Triple H.
He did?
You hadn't heard that?
No,
I hadn't heard it either.
He had 7 kids.
You know how I heard it? I did not hear that story. I know how he had 7 kids.
Shout out. No pull-out game. Shout out Jacob Fatu.
But Rikishi now has gone on his podcast and is defending Jacob Fatu, saying that he did not butt heads and clash with Triple H. And I'm like, stop it, Rikishi. We didn't even know that.
He just won't stop talking.
Stop it.
He's
a couple weeks ago, he was talking about Jay needs to quit. Jay Uso needs to quit and go somewhere else because the creative team doesn't respect him. No, man, come on. He was in the ring. By the way, Jay was in the ring with the Intercontinental Champion on Monday Night Raw.
By the way, he dropped a bar on his head. If it wasn't for Braun and the meat on me match, I think that probably been my best wrestling. What did he say? He said you'll have your title run to be quicker than your NFL career was.
Ooh.
And you know what? You know why that was great? Is because Jay's been doing all this gimmicky like yeet, like the cartoony like stuff for the kids. Like it's cool. It's dope. I love your entrance, bro.
Right.
But like in that promo spot, it was no yeeting. It was just an ether. Your title reign is gonna be quicker than your NFL career was. And the crowd said, "Oh!" I'm like, "Okay, Jay, I see you, Jay." And I think, and then they had the moment in the ring, and then it ends off with him hitting them with the spear. So it's like, all right, I like this feud. I like what's happening with that.
Hate to break it to you, Rikishi.
What you
I don't think Jey Uso is gonna beat Braun Breaker for that Intercontinental Championship.
So?
Well, Braun just won it. So you can't beat him right away. So I think this first match, whatever it's going to be, I guess at Bad Blood.
Yeah.
Hate to break it to you, Rikishi, but I don't think he's winning the Intercontinental Championship on that match. I think he will capture it.
Eventually, he'll have the moment where he's chasing him and chasing him, and then get it.
But I am begging Rikishi to stop with the gossip.
He's a chill.
Because it's going to hurt your guys.
Yeah, and because at this point, we talk about in the show how the difference between Triple H and Vince McMahon, who you're about to talk about after this, I already know
it.
Perfect segue about me. Between Vince and Triple H is Vince tried to ignore the internet. He tried to ignore people on the internet, or he tried to ignore like what the outside talk.
Right.
Triple H is on the internet, bro.
Absolutely.
He is online as hell. You don't think Triple H sees that?
He sees it all.
He sees everything.
And if he don't see it, he's got people sending it to him. I promise you.
Exactly. And that's what. And Jericho Fatu is one of the hottest stars right now. He's getting the rub from Roman Reigns every single week. My boy got the iced out grill in his mouth. Shout out to you, my guy.
Oh, and he works the camera so good,
so good. And he's always like, I acknowledge you. I'm like, bro, he's just like, Can you get Jacob Fatu to come to Memphis? No.
I tried. I was this close.
I was this
close. Yeah, he was signed. Couldn't get him. Damn. Zilla might be on his way, though. I've been trying to get Zilla. Zilla Fatu, if you haven't seen him, Google him. Big shout out to Booker T and Reality of Wrestling. Zilla Fatu is there, and he will be the next big star.
How many members of the Bloodline are there, bro?
All of them. You saw the tree. The Rock brought out the tree.
Is this going to go on forever?
Possibly. I mean, The Rock's daughter is the general manager of NXT.
Yeah, she's not very good at wrestling.
They're all over the place. All right, Vince McMahon.
Let's talk about it.
Documentary comes out September 25th on Netflix. I can't wait. I hope they drop all the episodes at the same time so I can binge watch this thing all day and all night. But Jim Ross, who was Vince McMahon's right-hand man through the Attitude Era and much of Jim Ross's career, they did not interview Jim Ross.
Interesting.
For this documentary? How is that even possible? Could you imagine the stories? They rode together. Jim Ross actually, on his podcast, was saying that he couldn't believe that they didn't interview him. He knows more stories about Vince than anybody, is what he says.
I wonder if there's any reasons behind it. Because, like I said, we talked about it last week, and the people, Bill Simmons, they said that this is going to be one of those documentaries where people really kind of pull back the curtain. And how do you pull back the curtain without the right-hand man?
That's crazy.
Right? Like, I want to know, why did he think it was cool to have the Mexicos come out together?
Oh, what about Do-Rag Vince? What about Do-Rag Vince?
Yeah, Do-Rag. What's up?
You remember?
Come on, bro.
What?
Address it. I need you to address all that. What's the Sabu line? You go with the
Taliban.
With the Taliban. I need all these to be addressed on the documentary, bro. I need you to address crime time on the documentary. I need you to address the Mexicools. I need you to address choppy pee pee. I need you to address. There's just so many things I hope that are addressed in this documentary. Should we continue?
I don't think you need to. Most of that stuff has been omitted from Peacock and the WWE Network, by the way.
Yeah, I need all this stuff to be addressed in the documentary because
Can't wait.
It is stories that I want to know. How did Vince sit at a round table of creative? Oh. You know what I need to do? Put all the Mexican guys together.
Let's put them on a lawnmower.
Oh, that's I need to know why.
We're gonna get canceled. All right.
We're not.
So the
we're asking legitimate questions.
Last news bite is WWE leaves Fox. They're all headed to USA, right? And now there's rumors, and I don't think it's confirmed, just based off of today, that AEW has a new show called Shockwave that's going to be on the Fox network. WWE literally laid the foundation for this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
New show for AEW going on Fox. Do you care?
What's that thing that, remember when it rains outside? What do they call it when it like really storms outside? What happens? What's the little shock wave that comes through the sky? What's that called?
Lightning?
What's another word for it? Starts with a T.
Thunderstorm? Thunder.
There you go.
Thunder.
This smells.
Yeah, but
reaches.
I thought Rampage was already Thunder.
I think this is Thunder Light.
Well, they had AEW Dark.
You don't need more shows.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You don't need more. You already struggled packing out your building on Dynamite.
Did you? And I don't want to trample all over AEW because the fans will hate us for it. We love AEW. We love watching it the whole night. Even when it's bad, we love watching it.
Yeah, for sure.
But did you see how empty the building was the other day?
Oh, it looked horrible. I would never forget. Ricochet's debut. Do you see the clip where Ricochet looks camera side and like there's nobody there?
You left the WWE
where there's
that was selling out
packed arenas every night.
Every single time they're in an arena.
You run the camera side. You're like, oh wait, there's nobody there.
Sorry.
Let's go over here where all the people are.
All right. Any other news and notes?
I'm sorry, AEW. I think we hit everything. I hate refs. The Vincent Mann doc. Roman Reigns is amazing. Meat on Me match was phenomenal. Bianca lost a match, whatever, it's fine. The WWE merch, WWE shop merch is still mid. But other than that, I think we checked all boxes this week.
Got a busy weekend coming up this Friday. New Albany, Mississippi, benefiting Ingomar Baseball. Memphis Wrestling's coming. Huge fundraiser battle on the ball field. Get your tickets at memphiswrestling.tv. Like I said, it benefits Ingomar Baseball. That's in New Albany, Mississippi. Then this Saturday, the 21st, you better pull up because it's live at Ghost River on Main Street.
What date is this?
Beer, body slams, and wrestling. That's coming up this Saturday.
This Saturday?
8 p.m. bell time.
This
so
weekend?
I know we have Grizzlies Day at AutoZone Park, so we'll do that this weekend, this Saturday. Ghost River on Main Street. Memphis Wrestling is
right
live.
Here?
That's Beale Street. I'm talking
no,
Main Street.
This right here. Main Street's right here, right?
Huh? Yeah, Main Street's right down the street. Yes. This is Beale Street.
Oh, the Ghost River's all the way down there. Okay, I'm trying to visualize.
There's two. River. There's a Ghost River on Beale Street, very small, not even enough room to put up a ring.
Where are you gonna put your ring up? That's a small brewery.
Oh, this is awesome. So over here is covered VIP air conditioned seating, and then over here in this building is VIP air conditioning seating. They both have their own dedicated bar area. You can be wherever you want, and then the ring's right in the center. You're gonna have ringside seats, but then you'll also have the air conditioned seats. It's going to be awesome. We pushed the bell time back to 8 p.m. because just like when we were out at the other bar, the later it got, the more people showed up, and they're there to do two things: watch us kick some butt and drink some beer.
Okay, I think the second one comes first, but that's
drinking
fine.
beer and watching.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there. I think
I'm going to invite BLJ. BLJ, if you're watching,
I'll be there. I'm not doing anything Saturday,
better be there.
I think I'll be there.
And of
for
course,
sure. By the way, I realize you love 3-letter wrestling show names. By the way,
what do you mean?
Like when you did the Lafayette show, it was like, what was it called? Go ahead and say it. It was like some like, what was it?
Oh no, I'm just riffing, baby.
No, where was the Lafayette show's name when you did it?
Lafayette's?
No, we had like a name for it.
We won't be back at Lafayette's, by the way. Just so
I didn't even have to do that.
I just wanted to throw that in there. We're at Ghost River now.
It was like brunch Bentleys and brunch something.
I think you got the wrong one. We didn't do brunch.
Okay.
Anyways, this Monday at Mid-South Fair, we're back. WWE Hall of Famer, one half of the Rock and Roll Express, Robert Gibson, is going to be there at the Mid-South Fair. So check it all out, memphiswrestling.tv. We still have Danhausen coming up, Tony Atlas, Tugboat, Butterbean's coming, and also Top Dollar, who we got to get back on this podcast.
Is tough, 5-star. I mean, you know how it is. Like I'm telling my girlfriend we're going to wrestling this weekend. I can't tell her we're also going to wrestling on Monday. Actually, she's a fan of wrestling.
Well, I mean, you can drink at both of those places. That makes it a little better.
That's true.
What you got going on this weekend?
We have Grizzlies night at the Redbirds on Saturday. Luke Kennard's on the first pitch. Can't wait for that. Tiger football is also on Saturday. They play Navy, but it's at Navy.
I was at Cooper Young, and they had it on the television at the Grizzlies tent.
I love it.
And the people just circled around during that fourth quarter, the last drive from Florida State. Yeah. And I just had my fingers crossed.
I love it. I'll be at your show on Saturday night. And I'll probably be at your show on Monday.
There we go.
So, support your people, man.
Pull up. All right, that's all the time we got this week on Grind City Wrestling. I am Dustin Starr. He's Devin Walker, baby, saying so long, everybody.
Yeet.